And today, we have on Sound Center the champion sound, U.S. Virgin Island and King of Atlanta, 2000 till now. Please help me welcome King Animosity, A.K. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, man, K.
You see it, you see it, you see it. Yes, man, yes. Yo, I mean, give thanks for coming through and being here, a guest.
Appreciate that.
Just introduce yourself a little bit.
Well, my name is AK. I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I was originally born in a tiny island in the Caribbean called Dominica, not to be confused with the Spanish-speaking Dominican Republic. Mm-hmm. Dominica is its own island, you know, and went to Virgin Islands for school. I worked there for a bit. That's where the sound started. Moved to Puerto Rico for about just under 3 years, and moved up to Atlanta now 5 years now. So
yeah. Right.
Yeah, man.
So just again, the show, we're covering from a soundclash, from a fan's perspective in the soundclash world, and so I'm watching and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm seeing you building beats on IG and on Facebook. I'm seeing you teaching people how to edit and mix down their dub plates. I'm like, and then on top of it, I'm like doing my research. I'm like, MBA. I'm seeing what is it? Correct me if I'm wrong. A CISSP. I mean, I'm seeing all these accolades. I mean, I know for sure you take education to the top, but I'm like,
yeah.
How are you doing all of this? Like, are you an artist? You're a sound killer? Are you a businessman?
All of the above. I wear so many hats, you know, and for me, it's like King Animosity, the song, it started in school, at the university. So if it wasn't for me pursuing education, trying to invest in myself, would I never find time for building no sound, dog, you see me? So it just started off with me and a brethren. We link up in school, and we would just clashing one another 45s every week, and then it would just bring a bigger and bigger crowd. So 1 week he would win, 1 week I would win, and then I voiced my first dub plates for my cousin. I was just AK at the time, and my cousin was a big reggae artist in the community, right. Star Lion family. And he voiced some dub plates for me, and when I dropped that against the other selector at the time, Silencer, the place smashed up. And then after that, we just never clashed each other again. And then we said, all right, we're gonna team up and form a sound. So that same day, we were like, yeah, what we gonna name the sound? And we just think of different names. We were just starting with different names that start with A, right? Because A is number one. We want to be the leader, so we wanted to choose a name that started with A and represent Soundclash. So then Silencer at the time, he was like, what about Animosity? I was like, yeah, King, Animosity. And he was like, yeah, King Animosity. And that's how it just started. Like we make a phone call, we voice 2 dub plates that same day, that same afternoon, and the rest is history, man.
Just like that.
Yeah, man.
King Animosity was born early out from school. So King Animosity, born in VI. When did you guys come to the States? Okay,
so I was born in Dominica. I am a naturalized U.S. citizen through my parents.
Right.
My brother Saeed is born in the Virgin Islands.
Right.
So, but he was raised in Dominica until high school, and then moved back to VI, went to school, and that's how we, started the sound there. But Silencer is just a friend, a mutual friend at the time. He and I started the sound, and he later left, but he was originally from St. Thomas, same way.
So I'm seeing that you're the king of Atlanta, right? How did that come about? What happened?
That's the people's title, not us name ourselves that or anything.
Okay.
So put it this way, when I moved to Georgia, it was strictly business. It was for work. The company that I was working for in Puerto Rico, they opened up a branch in Georgia, and I was like, all right, bet. Let me go out and work in Georgia, more connections. And then to your point earlier, that's how I ended up going to Georgia Tech, getting my MBA. I was like, okay, we in a place where we have access to good schools.
Right.
Why don't I go ahead and do that? And so, yeah, that's what brought me here. So when I came here, I didn't have any links except for the VI fraternity. And in the VI, it was more soca, calypso type oriented with, Levi doing the VI reunions and other little niche parties and Bliss and so on. So that was the community that I first knew. And then from there, we branched off and then we tried to make links. One of my VI brethrens knew Mello, and he was like, yo, they're doing some little clashes in, I forget the name of the area in Litonia, but it was like a cricket center.
Right.
Just a small little venue and see some sound string up, and then it was like, wow, okay, like a vibe in the place. So I tried to catch every little clash and network in that same place. And that's where one day I linked up with Mello. And I said, introduce myself. Yo, I'm AK. You might not know me, like a sound from the islands, Animosity. And then later on, we exchange numbers, send messages, we add each other to like the Rep Your Sound group. So I kept seeing him every now and then. We weren't really close like that. That was the first time we met. And then one day we link and he was like, yo, we did some researching about the sound and we feel like we want to do a dance in Atlanta. So we on the phone and Mello was like, yo, I want to feel about Young Ark. Say, bad clash, that's in a king. Bad clash.
Right out the gate. Bro, yo, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie
DX.
Dangerous.
Yo, Jamie's dangerous.
Yeah,
bro.
full of trophies, trophy god from New York. So we said, no problem, none of that. And I made a phone call to Saeed. Saeed said, no man, what Young Ark you talking about? Tell Mello to line up Addies.
Oh.
So we call Mello back. We say, yo,
Yo, you hear this?
yo, Mello, the Young Ark dance with a nice still. We thought about it, and yes, we tell you yes, say we are going to do it, but certain things are going with, the Young Ark at the time with different issues, so it couldn't happen right away. So we said, Mello, just send out Addies, we're ready. And Mello chuckled and said,
I did not know
you
that's how the
serious,
story
Addies?
went.
So he said, yeah, man. All right, no problem. Me and Father Ethan good. No say a word, they came, we'll make it happen. And just like that, so said, so done.
Man, that was one of my questions further down the road, but like,
Yeah,
wow.
man.
So you hear that? So that was just basically another sound. Young Hawk from the BX, big up Jamie and the whole squadron, and King Animosity was lined up to do that clash through Mello promotion. You know what I'm saying? That's holding down the base, the burial ground, and so that had an adjustment with Jamie, and so you called up King Addies.
Yeah, man. I know he had the link, and at the time, Addies was just on a rampage, killing. Well, no, at the time, before that, there was COVID, right?
Yeah.
But before COVID, Addies was just killing everything.
Yo.
So they had a history of being relevant in the business.
Kingpin.
And Kingpin and Saeed during COVID had some like a storyline, right? That built up the hype towards making that Addies King Animosity dance.
Was that through some
feasible?
Was that through some of that you guys going live? And
Yes,
I seen like a slew of Vibes Cartels, and I'm like, I'm over here scratching my head like, yo, wait a minute, these are new Vibes Cartel. I mean, yo, Vibes Cartel, I'm not trying to inform upon nobody. I love you, Vibes Cartel. You're my favorite artist, but yo, for real, I'm like, how is he getting these?
Yeah, man.
And so is that part of that time where that story was brewing?
So I don't mind if I explain and tell the people, because we're on a podcast, we have to let the people know what I'm going. So before that Addies conversation, we were active in a little juggling parties here and there, you know, playing for friends and family. But then I got a call from Supertech. Supertech, big up yourself, originally from Death Zone Sounds. He linked me and he said, Animosity, how wanna feel about a 45 shootout? He said, yeah man, that good. Get our feet wet, build a little fan base in Georgia.
Right.
And the sounds that were on the card, Slaughter Tone, Dub Electric, who else was on that card? Insomnia 4x4 was also on that card. There might have been one other sound, but I don't remember them. Maybe that wasn't Cartel. No, another sound.
It was no dubs, it was strictly 45.
It was a 45 shootout.
Okay.
But me and my brother said, which 45? Make we test out a dub plate in round one, because round one didn't count.
Right.
So me see the forward from the first dub plate. Me said, no, sir. Me try two. Forward same one. We say, you know what, 45 sharp, lock. So this bully the clash, man. Bully the clash. And then it also forced the other sounds to try to follow our lane, because we played first. That's the worst thing that can happen. Oh. If we set the bar so high with dubs, and you know you set up your crates and you plan to play 45s, and now you have to be searching for dubs, man, it was an unfair advantage.
So a two-part question real quick, because just for my sound fans out there, you know, 45s or just what, the 7-inch, and they're just the wax that, you know, singles are cut on. They usually have a song on the front and then the version on the back or the rhythm, right?
Right.
So that's that's just like picking really good tunes that's like soundclash tunes, and you know, and pairing them up and going against other sounds.
Yep.
But then you have, you know, dub plates where they're personalized, those songs are personalized, right? So another thing, so it's like, how do you, like, you're a young sound, how did your box, like, I'm hearing a Super Cat, you know, in your box. When you went to, you got Vibes Cartel like crazy. Your box is heavy, like.
Yeah, man, heavy.
That's a lot of commitment, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know, I get it through immigration still. A laptop, they're lethal.
Yo, for real.
But the sound was built for war, like I said, on day one. Even before 24 hours passed and we decided to start the sound, we had dub plates in our email already. 2 pinchers. Carpenter, carpenter, how do you do? From day one. So in school, I was good in school. So I had a scholarship in school. I didn't have to pay for any bills. And they give me $700 cash a month as a college student. Man, you're joking.
So you already know.
Every check. Dubs.
Yo.
Dubs. I didn't need the cash because the school paid for it,
you know? I mean, for all my fans, like my Yankee people, my people's here, you know what I mean? Like, education, of course you value education, but you see how you can sponsor your sound. I mean, that's amazing, man. Like, so is your brother like that too?
Yeah, my brother's like that. He went to the same school. The company that I worked for, I worked in tech. I was their IT guy, and I worked for them for 3 years, and then I moved on to other companies later on. But I graduated 2 years before my brother, so at that same company, my brother's in finance, so they needed an accountant, somebody to work in the finance department. So me and my brother worked for the same company, went to the same school. He's still with them to this day in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. So building links, building relationships, yeah, man.
So how does that work with your brother? And I'm saying, like, half owner or part of the sound.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, being away, and then you guys still have that combination, that vibe to when it's time to go killing.
Yeah.
Y'all went to Jamaica and shot it up, like,
Yeah.
yo, you know what I'm saying? Had Trooper like, yo, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So how do y'all still keep that vibe?
Chemistry, well, like you said, Saeed is my brother in real life. And we started the sound in 2003. We're in 2023 right now, right?
Yeah.
Turning the corner to 24. So we over 20 years in the business. And playing music together for 15 years, right? Consistently together it just build a vibe, build a chemistry. And that's your blood brother. You know how you're gonna move, you know how you're gonna act. And then we stay in communication almost every day. What dubs we're gonna get, what's our strategy, what songs we're gonna kill, you know, how we're gonna counteract certain music,
Right.
what new rhythms we're gonna build, you know, just so many.
Because I know you're preparing right now.
Yeah, fully warm mode right now.
I know you're always locked and ready, loaded, but you got some things coming up right now.
Yeah, man, definitely, man.
So what you got coming up?
So 2024, looking like a year of see you no more. Because, yeah, man, King Animosity, we're on a rampage. And I have to say big up to Mellow Promotions and Fam First for taking a chance on us, right, with the Addies dance. Sure. And then you had asked about King of Atlanta. That was an official dance where we beat arguably one of the biggest sounds in Georgia. You know, big up the ex-king, same way.
Yo!
But
like when now says certain name, just like, you know what I mean? Now says certain name, just like, all right.
Yeah, man, all a big up, man, every time.
Yes. Man, that's amazing. That's great, man.
So after we won that dance, that was officially the King of Atlanta title. Yeah, it was a year-to-year dance. I don't know what happened.
I was there for that one.
I don't know what happened before that.
That was good.
Yeah, but that was a major production. And the one thing with Mellow Promotions, Mellow Production, when they do a clash, man, they deck out the place. Themes like Modern Warfare, had like tanks and
the
everything was fully
ring.
decked. The King of the Ring, yeah, exactly. So VIP section, bottle serving. So it really take the brand up to a new level. The bands, everything.
And Empresses is in there. The ladies is in there.
So coming up, just to answer your question, we got on paper Innocent, one versus one.
I seen that.
And then Soul Supreme, 1 versus 1.
Oh, I think I seen a Soul Supreme. That's the one. Yeah, I seen that on SoundClash Fraternity.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they was talking a lot of things on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because we caused like rumblings with LP in Jamaica, we got a phone call about LP, but no contract no signed yet. It's just some rumbling.
Puma.
Just some rumbling. So 2024 looking bright, you know.
That's good, man. That's a blessing. I feel like I got some more questions, but the producers is telling me to wrap it. But one of the things I want to even say is like, man, it's amazing to just hear like how academics is such a big part, you know, of your growth. You know what I mean? To having the sound. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just even for the youths and even the people that are your young sounds coming up in the business. What would you have to say to them?
Would say every mickle make a muckle. Would say take your time and build. Don't compare yourself with what you hear on audios for sounds that 10, 15, 20 years in the business. You'll never know how far you reach. For myself personally, I would have never guessed that I would be on the same stage with some of these big sounds in America, right? Like, look at where me there right now, Playback studio for interview. Oh, you mean, the thing global, so you never really know how far you can reach, and you never really know what to do until you start doing it. So that's the advice I would give you. Just believe in yourself and start doing it. It's a commitment. It takes a lot of money to get you to where you want to be, or it could take a lot of time to where it gets you want to be. So it's either you hustle or you have patience and just build the thing gradually. Yeah, man.
Again, thank you very much. Sound Center, Playback Sounds Variety. I'm Lou Sweet. I'm logging off. Please support and like and comment. And yo, make sure you sit in style, yeah. Yo, it's by Fashion Taxi. Fashion Taxi. We got our own stylist. Yeah. She knows she put these. I wouldn't. You know. So big up Fashion Taxi. We love you. Yeah, man. And big up the whole squad. Yes. Yo, exactly. Yo, where can we link you? Where we can follow you?
It's not easy to find, it's not hard to find me. Just look up King Animosity on Instagram, King Animosity on Facebook, or just go directly to our website, kinganimosity.com. KINGANIMOSITY.com. Yeah, man.
Bet. All right, you see it. But we're officially wrapped. But I had a fan that texted me, and they were like, how did the one question? It's the last question that we done. But how did that King Addies clash like changed? Like, did it change anything for your career? How was that? Was that one of your hardest clash? Like,
Okay. That clash is a memory that I will never forget. And that clash for King Animosity was arguably the one clash that put us on the map. King Addies is an international brand, international name. And when you see King Animosity versus King Addies on the same card, in the same dance, in the same venue, on the same audio, it almost puts you in that conversation, in that bracket with sounds like that. So people say, all right, if them can go on so good with King Addies, make us see how them go on with Blunt. Make us see how them go on with Stereo 5. Make us see how them go on with LP. Make us see how them go on with Earth Ruler, the Camouflage. Right. You know, them sound in that bracket. So it just immediately put us on a level to have reasonable conversation because them see what we can do against a top sound like that. Yeah, man. And for most people, that was the first time them see and hear about Animosity, you know, same way. So
yes,
that's when the phone call them start for rolling.
Gotta go out.
Yeah,
go out on the limb. Give it up, give it up. King Animosity, AK and Saeed. Yes. Bless, give thanks, give thanks. And that's a cut, that's a wrap.